I want to talk about the Gears of War collection versus the Gears collection versus the Marcus Fenix collection. So let's talk about that. So a lot of people have been talking in the community that there's been a lot of rumor, speculation that the Gears of War collection doesn't exist, that there's no such thing as the Gears of War collection or the Gears collection. Then there's others that are saying that it is real, that it is coming. So we're getting some conflicting reports, let's put it that way. And what's interesting is that there's talk that the coalition's working on it, but then there's also talk that some other third party's working on it, that the coalition is not working on it. At first, I was a little bit skeptical about this, but I actually really like it if that's the case. If, Microsoft has, let's just say People Can Fly, the ones who are making or working on Outriders, let's say that they were working on the Gears of War collection. I would like that, because then the coalition can focus all their resources on Gear 6, which I think would be absolutely great. I'm not sure if that's the case, or, who knows? It's tough to say. But what I want to talk about is the title, okay? Once again, the title. We talked about with Gears 6 versus Gears of War 6. I believe it should be Gears of War 6 because, that has been the title of Gears is Gears of War. It's not Gears, right? I mean, we dub it Gears just for short, but the title should be Gears of War 6, not Gear 6. So let's talk about it from the perspective of the Gears of War collection. Should the Gears of War collection, should it be called the Gears of War collection, the Gears collection, or the Marcus Fenix collection? Well, it's an interesting question because there's a few things to this, right? Number one, does the Gears of War collection include only the first 3 titles in Gears of War's history, that being Gears of War 1, 2, and 3? Or does it include Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Gears of War Judgment? Or does it include Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, and Gears of War Judgment? Because obviously we got Ultimate Edition, which was Gears of War 1's remaster. If you get Gears 1, 2, and 3, and that's it, then it should probably be called the Marcus Fenix collection at that point. If it has Gears 2, 3, and Judgment, it should be called the Gears of War collection. And if it has Gears 1, 2, and 3, as well as Judgment, it also should be called the Gears of War collection. I don't think that it should be called the Gears collection. I think it should be called the Gears of War collection. That's number one. Number two is I don't think that they should have Gears of War 1 and have that replace Gears of War Judgment. I've said this many times, guys, that the Gears of War collection, Gears of War Judgment were the dark ages of Gears, in my opinion. I thought that it was, without question, the worst title in Gears of War's history. It just felt like the campaign was, like a round of horde mode. Like you were just going up against waves and waves of enemies. And some of the concepts that they had in Gears of War Judgment were interesting for sure. But I think a remaster of Gears of War Judgment would actually be something pretty special. Or it could be, right? It could kind of, they could add some things to Gears of War Judgment to make it kind of special. And we already had the remaster of Gears of War 1 with Gears of War Ultimate Edition. So I would rather have Gears of War Judgment in the Gears collection than Gears of War 1. If it were up to me, though, I would have all of it, right? I would have the first 3 Gears of War titles as well as Gears Judgment. But I really think that it needs to be called the Gears of War collection, right? I mean, there became this emphasis when Rod Ferguson got to the studio, or was the studio head at the Coalition, that it needs to be called Gears, not Gears of War. And I really did not like that whatsoever. I just think it took away that all those years of history of it being called Gears of War. And calling it Gears, that's what we call it, like, for short. Kind of like Call of Duty, we call it COD. But you don't change the title from, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 to COD Modern Warfare 2. You just don't do that. So it's like it's like a legacy thing. It's a history thing. So I'm going to say, definitely needs to be called the Gears of War collection. The only other way I could see it would be the Marcus Fenix collection, but I just don't even really think, like, there's so much more power behind Gears of War than Marcus Fenix. Like, Marcus Fenix is a fantastic character, one of my favorite characters in a video game ever, but a lot of people don't even know who Marcus Fenix is. So when they see Marcus Fenix collection, some people would just kind of brush that by. But you see Gears of War collection, you know exactly what everyone's talking about. Everybody knows what Gears of War is. Not everyone plays it. Not everyone's going to know what the Marcus Fenix collection is, though. But let me know, guys, what do you all think about this? Let me know in the comment section down below. Should it be the Gears of War collection, the Gears collection, or the Marcus Fenix collection, or should it be something totally different altogether? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Gears of War collection content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.